say demand is pretty flat, and we are though, we are taking some measures to increase demand and actually, get the word out there about our organization. And that's really through concentrating on search engine optimization and building our e-commerce site. And so I suspect that we'll be seeing that on an uptick, because I can already tell that there are certain areas, like as I mentioned, our clerical stole sales, retail sales are increasing. So I expect that that's going to continue to happen, but pretty much right now, things have been pretty flat as far as demand. The structure is there's one employee, one full-time employee here in the U.S. That's me. And I have a part-time woman who helps me out. She helps me with managing volunteers, and she also helps with graphic design kind of things as well. And then there's a board of directors over me, and we have nine members of the board of directors, then myself. And then in Guatemala, we have three, and I also have a part-time bookkeeper too. Then I have, in Guatemala, there are 3 full-time staff: a bookkeeper, a woman who works with our product coordinator, so that means that she's making sure that the product is to specification, that it's at the quality. She's doing quality control. She's also making sure that that product gets to me on time here in the U.S. And then we have an administrator in Guatemala who administrates over everything. She's making sure the education program is running smoothly, the microcredit program is running smoothly, the business end of things is working. She works very closely with the product coordinator also on working with the artisans. And that's pretty much it. But Mayaworks also has a cadre of about 125 volunteers in the U.S. who sell our product or do other volunteer supported activities for us as well. Is to empower Indigenous women to end their cycle of poverty and to improve their lives and lives of their family members. And so we do this by using three main activities in our organization. One is, of course, the Economic Development Program, which is all about the creating work and selling and opening markets here in the U.S. The second is education, and that is increasing opportunities for our artisans as well as the opportunities for their daughters and for themselves, improving themselves through education. And then lastly, it would be the microcredit program. And the microcredit is, the purpose is to have our women have another source of income coming into the home. Now, as far as, I would say 80% of what we do and 80% of the revenues and expenses are all on the opening market side of things, and probably 15% in education, and then another 5% would be in the microcredit. I would definitely recommend starting a fair trade business. I think that the principles of fair trade are very solid, and really it's unfortunate that we need to have a fair trade industry. Couldn't all business be a fair trade? But unfortunately, for some reason, this is not the way that we generally do business. So I do think that I would highly recommend fair trade business. There are many, many fair trade businesses that are very, very successful. I think, though, that you have to have the solid business plan and know where you're going and make sure that it's a sustainable model, one where you'll be able to sustain and grow your sales from year to year and not contract your sales. Be able to weather the storms, be able to weather those really bad financial times. And, and maybe even with the most solid business plan, it's still going to be really difficult if we ever have a 2008, 2009 again. But without that, I think it'll be very hard to be successful. So it's really, really important.